Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 10, Episode 24, called Showdown Girls. My question is, we're not to the season finale? Are we going to get to the season finale anytime soon? Before November? I don't know. But we're going to just start off from where the show started off. So Spice, she's in the studio recording a verse to a new song that her and Carly got going on. And they're going to be doing a music video in Vegas for the song. So Spice sees that Carly is, taking her music business or all that stuff more seriously. So as long as she's serious about it, then Spice can hop on board and give her that support. So of course Carly shows up. They sit down and talk. You know how they do with every studio scene with all the Love and Hip Hops across all cities. They're gonna show you the person in the studio for like 5 seconds. Then somebody's gonna show up to chop it up with them during their studio time when isn't that paid first off? So shouldn't you be doing as much as you can in the studio with that paid time you have with a producer, engineer, all that stuff? No, okay. But someone gonna come in and they're gonna sit down and talk for most of their studio and they're gonna be like, oh, I gotta get back, in the booth. Or is Love and Hip Hop paying for the studio time just so you guys can chop it up right when you in the studio? Anyway, so the person, Carly comes in, sits down, chops it up with Spice. They talk about, the Grammy nominations, all that stuff. And they talk about the party and Safari. Mita and Safari walked in together. So I guess that's gonna, when I seen that, I was like, okay, they walked in together and then, she was throwing that thing back on Safari on stage. And now they're talking about it here in this episode. Okay, I didn't think I just looked at it like I side eyed it, but I didn't know it was gonna be like a whole discussion. But this is Love and Hip Hop. I should have expected. I shouldn't have not expected it. So anywho, they brought up Safari. Speaking of Safari, he's gonna be at Vegas. He's gonna be in the. He's gonna be. Okay, so she said he's gonna be coming to Vegas and it's going to be in the music video too. So now this makes me question what happened later on when he did show up and Spice looked like she was surprised when Carly already told you he was coming to Vegas and going to be in the music video too. I'm confused now. So all those time that Mita told you that you're talking about, oh, you didn't know, you don't know nothing going on with them. You might be lying too, Spice. So you be talking about Carly messy, but you messy too by acting like you didn't know when you know. So now you pulling a Kendra, because Kendra be talking about she don't know what be going on with the baby and Mita when clearly she knows. So yeah, that's interesting. Interesting. I just found out something new. But okay, Carly, we all know she messy. That's nothing new with Carly. I'm not even gonna entertain it more than what she done told us. So I'm just gonna move on. We get to Mendeecees. And Little M for Little Mendeecees. They're talking in the car on their way to go see Samantha and her fiance. I was gonna say boyfriend, but her fiance Mario, or we're gonna say Luigi for Little M, because if you're gonna be calling him Luigi, I'm gonna call him Luigi too. So they talk about all that she got going on. I don't know. Like sometimes with these scenes, I just really be like, y'all forcing this conversation. I know you guys got to talk about it some way, somehow, but there's nothing else to discuss. There's nothing really else going on. So we're going to just use whatever we can, pull and grasp at this point, and we're going to just hit it like a nail in the coffin. So they're talking about the mom. They're going to go visit the mom and her boyfriend, fiance, Luigi, and Mendeecees just telling Lil Mendeecees, he needs to spend more time with his mom because ever since she came down to Atlanta, he hasn't really been spending that much time with her. And Little M wants to spend time with his mom, but he just wish he didn't have to spend it with his mom and Luigi and just wants to, solely be with his mom. So then that's when Mendeecees was like, okay, well, this is the time you can get to know Mario. But then, Lil M was like, oh, Mario, I'm not really, it's going to take me some time to warm up because obviously seeing going through this situation probably in the past with previous boyfriends the mom done had. So it's kind of just like, he got to warm up to him, understandably so. And I guess in the back of Mendeecees' head, he still wants to get this group dinner thing going. So they get to the house, they meet up with Samantha and Luigi, Mario, but Luigi. And they're kind of just standing around the island in the kitchen and just discussing a little bit, kind of awkward, but I guess they're doing the best they can with the situation they have. And Lil Mendeecees, he's letting us know in the confessional, he's like, how are you gonna, propose to my mom's without even trying to get to know me and, kind of ask for my permission, so to speak. He has a point. At first I was like, well, I mean, technically he don't need your permission, but I also understand where Lil Mendeecees is coming from. She got a son. I think that's the only kid she got. Listen, I never watched, well, I have watched Love and Hip Hop New York, but that was like the first season or two. I haven't kept up with New York. I really didn't care for it at the time. I still don't care for it now. I don't even think it's ever coming back. I don't know. But I don't know the situation with Samantha and Yandy. I only see what they show us through the TV of the flashbacks at the reunion. But I just go based off what people say on Twitter. So they didn't give me much either. They was just saying it's not all Samantha's fault. It's Yandy's fault too. So that's all I can take from it at this point. So I don't know all the situations going on over there. But at the same time, Lil Mendeecees, I understand where you're coming from. I would have wished that Mario, Luigi, whatever, would have gave some more, I don't know how to say it, would have gave some more reassurance to Lil Mendeecees, because when Lil Mendeecees was like, I'm just trying to make sure my mom's happy, and then he's just like, oh, she's always smiling, you never got to worry about that. You got Lil Mendeecees retching in the confessional, like, ain't nobody trying to hear all that. I don't even know what you're trying to say, if you're trying to do a sexual reference or something else, but it's like, I guess he's just trying to come off like all calm, cool, collected, but just giving like asshole vibes to me, because it's just like, nah, she cool over here, cuz she don't got nothing to worry about, cuz. Excuse you? I'm her son, first off. Can we show a little bit more, respect, more, okay, we're gonna get to know each other, I'm not gonna force you, you're not gonna force it, but hopefully we can like something more reassuring, like, okay, you really trying to be here not only for her, but also for her son. Because, he's still underage, he's still a minor and stuff, so. And then Samantha's like, oh, come over here more, why don't you come over more? I ain't trying to be around you and Luigi. Listen, I don't know what y'all got going on in the house, but it gives me very much, y'all just gonna do what y'all do in the kitchen, in the living room, no matter if I'm there or not. So it's gonna be kind of awkward. And I feel like y'all playing house already. I feel like Luigi already acting like he the man of the house, coming down in just his boxers and a robe on. So Lil Mendeecees probably don't want to be around that right now. He just gonna come visit to see you because you his mom. But as far as Mario, Luigi, he gonna have to take some time to get to. So after thinking about it in my head a little bit, I was like, okay, I can see where he's coming from. Mario, Luigi, you gonna ride for your girl, I get it, but you're just giving too much of, I'm already the man of the house, so, of course, that's your son, he could come through, but he gonna know I'm the man of the house. Vibes is what I personally got from Mario, Luigi. But then we got Mendeecees, like I said, talking about coming together for a little family dinner, and, he's gonna have Yandy come too. Samantha looking at him like, she gonna be coming? He's like, yeah, I got that handled. Do you Mendeecees? Because when it goes to commercial for dramatic effect and comes back from commercial for dramatic effect, we have Mendeecees, Yandy, and Lil Mendeecees getting to the restaurant. They're all sitting down on one side of the table. Yandy's like, no, what you doing, babe? Go over there. First off, Yandy, you should have been kind of concerned when you seen like 6 plates instead of 3 plates. A table for 6 instead of a table for 3/4. So she's like, go to the other side. What are you doing? And he's like, oh no, we got 2 more people coming. Yeah. It's Samantha and her fiance, by the way. Yeah, and he's looking at him like, you wasn't gonna tell me this? Like, you're telling me this now? Like, why? Like, why are you telling me this now? Like, why did you not forewarn me until, and I get where she's coming from also. I get where Lil Mendeecees is coming from. I get where Yandy's coming from. We got Samantha and Mario Luigi coming in, sitting down. And the tension was kind of awkward a little bit. I forgot what Yandy said, but Samantha said something to the effect of, "Oh yeah, of course you're gonna feel that way when you're the one that caused the problem." So since she said that, the tension was getting thicker than it already was before she said that. And Lil Mendeecees was like, "Okay, I'm not gonna even. The tension is too much for me. I'm just gonna see my way out." So he got up, he left. No one went after him. So I don't know if he just went to the car and was just chilling on his phone or whatever. But he done dipped. Samantha and Yandy kind of talked a little bit, and clearly Samantha still hurt about what happened 5 years ago at the reunion of her getting her head snatched, cocked all the way back by Yandy's aunt, I believe, from what it seems like. So Yandy just wants to hash it out, just move forward. It's been 5 years ago. There's nothing to discuss any further, but Samantha still wants to discuss it. Then you have Mario Luigi coming to Samantha's defense to say, clearly she's still hurt and traumatized by the situation. And if that's the way she feels, okay, no one can tell you how to feel in the situation. So she's the one who did, possibly have a neck injury from what I seen in the flashbacks. I mean, all the way back, she got snatched. She got snatched. Like, she got snatched. They showed it twice. I was like, yeah, it was, she got yanked. She got yanked. But, okay, if she's feeling some type of way, then yes, let's hash it out. But Yandy ain't trying to hear all of that. And I think Yandy had an attitude at the restaurant scene too. But in this moment, I could understand Yandy being a little annoyed because she didn't even know Samantha was going to be there, first off, because Mendeecees didn't tell her until they was already at the table. And so if she's already in the mood, obviously trying to have any type of discussion with Samantha at that point wasn't not the right time for that. So I don't even think they ate. They didn't even eat nothing. Y'all go to the restaurant, y'all didn't even eat nothing. I didn't see no waiter come by, asking them if they want a drink or nothing. So I guess they leave. I guess that was the end of that. Because we see Yandy Mendeecees in the parking lot, and Yandy's just like, you effed up, why would you bring blind beside me like that? You don't do that. If anything, you guys should be thanking me, you and her, because I was raising your son while you was locked away and stuff. I'm sure they're very grateful for you being there for Lil Mendeecees, Yandy, but at the same time, yes, okay. Thank you for watching over your stepson, which, I mean, what was you gonna do regardless, for doing your duties? I guess since Samantha is his biological mom, she should be there too, but like I said, I didn't watch New York, so I don't know the situation of why she couldn't be, have Lil Mendeecees with her while Mendeecees was locked away. So I don't even know. I can't even say much about that situation. All I can say is I'm pretty sure Mendeecees did thank you, and I don't know if Samantha did ever thank you, but the girl got yanked on national TV at the reunion hard. Got dragged, however you want to say it, present, past tense since it happened 5 years ago. But I mean, she probably got medical bills for her neck, Andy. You gotta understand. She's still traumatized because she don't know who you know. And if anybody see on the street, what if they come up to her and try to yank her wig or hair again? I can't talk much about this situation, but she's just, going off of Mendeecees for how he done did her. That was wrong of him to do. He should have let her know beforehand and let it be her decision whether she came or not. So I understand her on that point. Mendeecees, yes. If people have friction, let them know before they come into physical capacity together, okay? We can't do that. Mendeecees, anybody should know that. I had a situation like that over the weekend. I was going to an event. I wanted to bring somebody, but I know that person who was throwing the event didn't really get along with that one person. So I asked in advance, I'm like, hey, how you doing? I want to bring this person to the event, but I know you guys had like little riffraff in the past. Is it okay if I bring that person? Respectfully, they said, no, just because this is a private event with close family friends, I'd rather them not be there. Maybe in future events and stuff, that's fine. But for this one, I just no. And I respect that. And that's exactly why I asked in advance. Because had I brung them without letting them know, then what? So I brought somebody else. So, the point of the matter is, it's just like, you know people don't get along. And there's going to be something that you want them to come together in the same thing. Even if it's you throwing the event or get together or going out to eat together, even though they didn't eat, at least let everybody know so they're aware who's going to be there. Like when people ask who's going to be there, I know some people get annoyed by that, but that's really to just know, okay, who am I going to be around with to see if I even want to entertain the idea of going. So that's just showing respect for that person, all that stuff. But Mendeecees, as she said, you dropped the ball. We're going to move on because I'm not going to talk about, because we were going to get to them in a few scenes later when they have a discussion at the restaurant. So we get to everyone, other than Andy, of course, flying to Vegas. We got Sierra, Bambi, and Erica. They went together. Once they got to Las Vegas, I guess Sierra rented a Rolls Royce, and they drove around the city for a little bit, talking in the car. You got Erica talking about her and Safari finally finalized their divorce. Of course, there's a little few things to talk about as far as custody and alimony, child support, all that. But the papers have been signed. It just hasn't dried on the paper yet. The ink hasn't dried. Congratulations, Erica. I'm sure we still gonna be talking about you and Safari because y'all got a divorce, but you still gonna be feeling some type of way with whoever he be talking to. Clearly, we're gonna see that. And we get to Bambi. Her and Scrappy are not on the best of terms right now. I feel like every season, part A, part B, whatever the case may be, they're never on good terms. Whenever they're on camera, whenever they come on camera, they're not on good terms. But whenever Love and Hip Hop is not filming or whatever, it seems like they're on good terms. So, of course, since the camera's around, they're not on good terms right now. And did she say anything else about? No, they're just not on best of terms. So she's just looking forward to the trip to just get away from that situation. Okay, fine, whatever. We get to their Airbnb that Sierra done rented out. And I'm just like, Sierra, well, let me not say that. I was going to be like, did you pay for it or did Eric pay for it? Because I feel like Eric be paying for everything, even though Sierra got her own money. But okay, she got it. The Airbnb, the Rolls Royce. Okay, cool. We didn't really get to see the house or whatnot, but I guess they're going to be Bad Girls Club while they're in Vegas. So good for them. The last thing we get is when they was taking shots, Sierra was letting them know, listen, we going to Carly's music video, but just knowing Carly and what we got going on, we not best of friends no more. We still cool. You know how Sierra talks. But listen, she could always have something up her sleeve. She don't say that word for word. I'm just paraphrasing. But, Carly could always got something up her sleeve. So just be prepared. She was trying to tell Bambi and Erica that, which is true. But they should know that, too, from watching all the seasons of Love and Hip Hop. Carly do something literally every season. So what else is new? They should know that. We, as America, know that. I know that. Carly know that. The producers know that. That's why she's still here. That's why she's one of the OGs that's still there. I'm still trying to understand Rashida and Kirk being here, but they're here for the shenanigans, so that's why they're still here. But we still on Andy. She didn't go to Vegas because I guess the grand opening for the restaurant's coming up in a few weeks, so there's still a lot to do and staying on top of the contractors because Mendeecees not going to do it because he's the nice one of them and she's the one that's going to get ish done. Her words, not mine. But I guess she wants to have the sit down with Andy. And for me, I just feel like this is not the right setting for a meeting, a sit down, because you don't even sit down first off. And for this one-on-one, you're at the restaurant. I feel like just the energy of being at the restaurant is not even good energy first off because there's still so much to be done. And I feel like even though you're talking with Samantha one-on-one there, you're still going to have the whole disarray of the restaurant that's going to be tugging at you in the back of your head like, okay, I'm talking to you, but I can see behind you the walls still need to be plastered or whatever you know what I mean? So I didn't even feel like this was necessary to have at this point in time. It should have been, maybe when you're woken up and refreshed the next morning, go out for coffee, you know, with some water, because we don't want nobody throwing hot coffee at nobody's face. That's injury and assault and battery. We don't want none of that. But I just feel like this wasn't the right scene or setting, but whatever. Samantha comes over. They have some type of a one-on-one. Samantha wants an apology from Yandy because of what happened, of her getting yanked very hard. I don't know if she has a bald spot on her head from that yank. It was very hard. I'm gonna exaggerate this, but it wasn't really exaggerated because it was a hard yank. Okay, and I'm gonna keep making note of that as I keep bringing this up. But she wants an apology from Yandy. Yandy, like, she's not gonna give no apology to Samantha because there's nothing to apologize for. Once again, I cannot really talk on the situation because I don't really know the situation. I can only go based off the flashback. And Twitter wasn't really helping me out with what the situation was. And I didn't ask either, but still, I'm just saying. So, I mean, that was Yandy's family that came up. But if that person came up on their own will, then, I mean, that's not on Yandy. Now, I don't know what the situation was. From what somebody said on Twitter, I guess Samantha was trying to get somebody to jump on Mendice's mom and Yandy. So, like I said, I don't know who's in the wrong, who's in the right. But if the person came up on their own will and it happened to be Yandy's family, that's not on Yandy. That's not. So, I mean, for what Yandy did, I guess it looked like she was about to fight Samantha too. So maybe apologize for trying to fight Samantha. But what if Samantha was trying to fight Yandy? Is Samantha going to apologize for trying to fight Yandy? That's like, I feel like maybe they should both apologize to each other at this point. So they just need to really talk, like, not stand up in a disarrayed restaurant, but sit down, refresh the next morning, and really discuss literally everything. And this probably means having a conversation not on camera, because camera, you can't. I feel like you can try to be your authentic self, but you can't really be your authentic self. So for situations like this, I really feel like take the mic off, turn off the cameras, go somewhere like private conversation, because maybe then that's what the only way you can have a real conversation and get things hashed out. Okay. The only thing I'm gonna say on this situation, lastly, Yandy agreed that she'll try to set up a meeting between her aunt, herself, and Samantha. So Samantha wants to do that, have to sit down with the cousin who done yanked her head, got her falling on the floor, like her body slapped on the floor. I think that's it. Samantha Dunn wanted to ask for a hug. Yandy looking at her like, excuse me now? She's like, oh, you don't have to. Yandy looking like, yeah, because I wasn't, but Samantha, okay. I guess that was her way of trying to, make the mood lighter, I guess, but it didn't really work, Samantha. I'm gonna move on because I just don't understand that situation. But actually second to last, we have Shekinah and her basketball balls for an ass meet up with Mama D. They driving to the neon lights, and they get to the neon lights and they're talking. Mama D tells Shekinah that Scrappy is filing for a divorce from Bambi. Is this really happening? I don't know. She could just be saying that. A lot of things that Mama D says, you have to take with a bucket of salt. So, anything anybody tells Shekinah, she's going to just eat it up. Shekinah like, why would you tell me this? I can't keep nothing, to myself. Mama D was like, I can't keep nothing to myself either. That's why I told you. And then Shekinah was like, but why would you tell me? I'm going to go tell everybody. Heck, I might even tell Bam. Just go ahead and tell Bam, because we know someone's going to get to her anyway, so why don't you just be the direct source at this point? They both can't hold nothing to themselves. What else is new? Okay, there's nothing else to take from that scene. If that's the truth, we're going to find out maybe next week from Scrappy if he really did. But that's messed up if he did and he didn't tell Bam. But maybe it was a fake divorce papers, because are they not still together to this day? I don't know. I think they are, though. So if that's the case, then there's no really need to go much further in that situation. So lastly, we get to the video shoot. Mama D shows up and she's like, oh, her boobs are sitting up and nice, nipples pointing in the right direction. Carly asks to see them because, Carly a freak. She a perv. So Mama D, shows a little something. She doesn't like take them all out, but she does show a little nip. If they blur it for us, but I'm just like, really? If you just told me, I would have believed you. Just because Carly asked on me, you didn't have to. You didn't have to show Mama D, but okay. All right, fine. Spice shows up with Justin. Justin's always there to support. You know what I like about Justin? He stays to himself. He don't say much. That's what I like. I feel like if I was with someone, if my husband was someone out there, entertainment, all that stuff. If I'm with him, I'm gonna say hello, hi, how you doing? And I'm just gonna fall back. In the beginning when we were dating, I know this is a side note. In the beginning when we were dating, whenever we went to his friend's house or something, I would just say hi, but I wouldn't say much. And they was like, oh, why don't you talk? And like, you're mute. What is there? I'm here for in support of him. Y'all his friends. Like, if you talk to me, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna discuss, converse, and all that stuff. But I'm not gonna overstep my boundaries. I'm just a quiet person in general. So unless if I'm being spoken to or if, we passing each other, I'll say hi. And if you talk to me, I'm gonna talk back. I'll conversate and all that stuff. But I'm not just gonna be one to be like, oh, hey guys, this is that. Because at the same time, people don't want people to talk so much either. And Justin, he just seems like he don't be trying to get in all the messy stuff. He's just there for Spice. And that's it. So I feel like I'll be the same way too. Anyway, but other than that, what else we got going on? Safaree shows up. Spice looking like she's shocked. But like I said, Carly told you from the beginning of the episode he was coming. And he was like, no, you lying. So why are you shocked that he's there? And Safaree lets us know that he's going to be the love interest for Carly. What else is new? So I guess he's breaking her down because he was like, oh, would you F me? And she was like, oh, hell no. But now he's going to be the love interest. So she might feel some things might get wet down there when she rubbing all up on Safaree in the video. So who knows what's going to happen? Maybe they're going to have a threesome with Mita. I don't know. I'm not putting nothing out there. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if they ever did a threesome. Mita, Safaree, and Carly. But that's just in my head. So that's not reality, guys. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if it came into fruition. But so Spice is saying Carly's messy for that, but I'm like, Spice, you already knew about this from the beginning of the episode. Then we have Bambi, Erica, and Sierra coming to the music video shoot. And they was like, oh, there goes Madea, because Erica called Mita Madea. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when they was driving the Rolls Royce, Erica also mentioned Madea and Safaree, or whenever they got to the Airbnb, one of those scenes. And everybody was laughing at the fact that she called her Madea, because she already called her that a couple episodes ago. That was funny. Eric, yes, that was funny. You got a little chuckle from me talking about her and Safaree. They came to the party together. She kind of told her that. Okay, and ain't nobody sticking up for Mita, but at this point, you done with him. Aren't you talking to Rich? She gonna say she not. Rich gonna say he not. But you could be talking to other guys too. Let's not worry about Safaree. Safaree gonna do what he do. He was already doing what he do in the relationship, in the marriage. So let him do what he do outside of the relationship and marriage. But okay, if she feels some type of way, all right, whatever. But when they get there, Bambi was like, oh, I see someone. It's Madea. Oh, I see somebody else. It's Safaree. So then they see Mita's rubbing oil all up on his chest and whatever. And then they try to go say hi to Carly to see what's going on. But Carly acting weird. She's just like, oh, no. She like dismisses them like, oh, no, I got to do this. And I'm just like, why are we acting weird, Carly? This is your music video. You invited everybody. But now when they show up, you're trying to act, I don't know. Then Erica's talking to Carly's daughter Jasmine. Jasmine looking like a deer caught in headlights. Like, I don't I don't know what's going on. I'm just here to support my mom. That's it. So that's where the episode ends. I think there's gonna be a continuation next week of where we left off this week. And it seems like it's still not gonna be the season finale because they didn't say the season finale is gonna be episode 25, and hopefully episode 26 will be the season finale. I don't know. I don't. There's nothing else for me to say. There's just Carly's gonna be Carly, Safari gonna be Safari, Erica get healing, talk to Rich. Spice, keep doing you, boo. Justin, keep being a you, cause I like that, cause you just stay in your own lane. That's cool. Who else? Rashida and Kirk. I didn't see y'all this week, but I'm gonna see y'all next week. Okay, Kendra and Jog. Hopefully, I don't see y'all next week. I didn't see y'all this week. That's good. Danby. I don't know what to tell you. I think, as everybody said, y'all just doing this for the TV show. So who knows? Who else? Sierra. I don't. Hopefully, I don't be discussing you and Eric next week. Is anyone else? Shekinah, Mama D. They're gonna be messy. What else is new? But if you like this video, thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe and please comment whatever you want to comment at this point, because I don't know. There's nothing to comment here. It's the same old with Love and Hip Hop, really. But I do appreciate the comments because I do look. But until then, I'll see you guys tomorrow for Love and Hip Hop Miami season finale. So that'll be the last one until if they come out with a season 5. I don't know. But who knows? They know more than me. I'll just see whatever the previews come on TV. But anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Bye.